Hi guys! Welcome back! I was just having my latest YouTube update. My daily doses of YouTube. I was just watching a video of Tavarish. Did you see it yet? About the points. Well guys, you probably know that YouTube is full of guys like me trying to do projects like this. I might be very small, but I'm dedicated. And there are some YouTubers that are very big. One of them is Tavarish. And Tavarish challenged us, other YouTubers, even amateurs like me, to finish their projects. Because I like to watch Tavarish, and one thing that is happening to his projects, sorry guy, is that you don't often see if the project is finished, because they got so much projects and all the YouTubers got so much projects that it's hard to finish one and it takes a lot of time. So he challenged us, the community, everybody out there, you, me, everyone, to take a look at our project and decide if it's any good. Well, what he did, he made a checklist. And although my project is not finished yet, because his checklist is to check if your project is really finished and how much points do you really get, is your project any good. But we are not finished yet, but I'm still gonna take on this challenge right now. I'm gonna determine what are the current points and what is my goal. And I'm gonna try to get the 100 points he gives. Now, if you have watched the videos of Tavarish, I'm a big fan. Oh, sorry, I'm still getting used to this one. I'm a big fan. I really like what he's doing, and also the car track series with Hoovie's Garage and how do you call the other guy? I don't forgot. Oh my God, they're gonna kill me if they ever gonna. Nah, they're gonna. They don't even know who I am. But doesn't matter. The car track series are awesome. Reminds me of the old Top Gear. I really like it. Carvini. Nee, Finn. Hoovie's Garage, Tavarish, and Vin. Carvin. How do you call it? My English is so bad. We're gonna. You know what? Okay. Of course, I meant Freddy, Tyler, and Ed from Finn Wiki. So sorry. Okay, just go check them out. I'm putting the links in the description. Follow these guys because they make awesome videos. Back to Tavarish. He made a list and I'm gonna check if my car is any good. So we got 5 subjects: legality, paint and bodywork, mechanical, drivability, and purpose. Okay, let's look at the list. What do we have here? We got some points. I need to explain the points part. You can get 5 points per subject when it's perfect. There's no needs to repair anything. 4 points, very good, slight imperfections but needs significant repairs. 3 is acceptable, may need some slight repairs but usable. 2 points, marginally serviceable, will need significant repairs in the near future. And 1 is unacceptable, needs major repair immediately, components are missing or broken. Let's start with legality. Legality. Is the car registered and insured? Is it legal to drive excluding the modifications? Does it pass or fail? Well, yes, this car is legal. It's registered, it's insured, but it is also suspended. Now, it's not complete yet, so I can get it to the or how do you call that? End the suspension, but why would I? Because the car is not drivable. That's the problem. So, is it legal? Yes, it is legal. Does it have modification that make it illegal? No, it has. No, it has no modifications that makes this car illegal. But theoretically, we're failing this one because there's no engine, so we cannot get. We just cannot get on the road right now. So I say I give myself. It doesn't need any repairs. So I'm just overthinking how I'm gonna judge myself. Of course, when we finish the project, that's the one we have to remember. I'm gonna give myself a 5 because this car will be back on the road sooner than you think. For now, I think it's marginally serviceable. And why do I say marginally? Oh, well, the car is complete. When the engine is back in, then we can drive it just out there. But there's always a chance that when we fire it up, we find some new repairs that needs to be done. Paint and body. We can get 25 points, 5 per subcategory. You know what I mean. Bodywork quality. Is the bodywork free of any pinholes, waveness, sand scratches? Are panel gaps to factory spec or better? Well, I'm going to be completely honest with you. Panel gaps are better than factory spec, for sure. We got some small scratches because it's not finished yet. We got some waviness, a little bit, because it needs to be polished when finished. And we got some small damages. You've seen that damages in the movies I made. On the rear deck, we got a construction damage on the left rear panel. We got a headlight that needs to be repainted. And the bumper needs to be changed. So I'm gonna give myself 4 points because it's very good. It's very, very good, I think. Some slight imperfections, but acceptable. I'm going to need to write this one down. 1 sec, and we're back. So, what I just said, I'm gonna give myself 4 points for this one, 2 for that one. Goal for the legality was 5 points, and goal for the bodywork after repairs is 5 points. Then, metal work quality. Were factory methods used to attach the metal? Is the car unibody frame safe? Hell yeah. 5 points now, 5 points later. That's something we did not, how do you call it? That was the important part. Because repainting is easy, but metal work, framework, so important. Paint quality. Is the paint free of noticeable dirt nips, uneven color, fish eyes, excessive orange spew, flaking, bubbling, and dry spots? Yeah. I'm doing quite good already. 5 points. Materials used. Were the materials used correct for the application? Panel bond, primer, sealer, filler, fiberglass, carbon fiber, and metal. Well, that's a little story. Because this car was damaged and repaired in 1987 in the US of A. And they didn't use the proper materials. So that's why we stripped it completely and rebuilt the paint. And now it's in high quality. Better than the original. So I say, yeah, 5 points. I'm being good for myself. No. Okay, finish work. Were factory methods used to finish the body and paint? Color sanding, cavity wax, paint off gassing, panel interior, completely. Well, it is complete. We did use the right colors. We did use the right underpaint and everything. But it's a modern paint. Tougher and better than the original paint. So I'm gonna give myself 4 points for that one. And I cannot improve that one, so it will be 4 points in general. Mechanical. General operation. Does the engine run, idle and rev cleanly? Does the transmission go into gear reliably and smoothly? And are all the temperatures and pressures stable? And I'm missing part of the text. Well, technically, we have a cardboard box as an engine right now. But the engine and gearbox have been rebuilt. So I would guess, no, I hope, I paid for it, that they are running smoothly and reliable. So, although technically I cannot give myself any points for this one right now, but I am gonna assume it works properly in a few weeks when the engine is back in. Visual inspection. Are the mechanical components free of fluid leaks? Are all hoses, belts, gaskets, seals, bushing, tires and brakes in a good condition? Same story, but I know the left, right, rear brake is not in good condition because it's leaking. So I'm gonna give myself 4 points, but it will be solved before the car is finished. I'm doing quite okay, pretty happy. Abnormal noises. Are there any unintended noises or vibration caused by the running of the powertrain? I have no fucking clue. So I'm gonna give myself 1 point for that one because that's something I cannot check and I don't know yet if we put it back together properly. But my goal is a 5-point reward. Components torqued to spec. Are all critical components torqued to spec? Engine, internals, subframes, mount, wheels, brakes, suspension. Yes and no. Yes, where we knew what torque spec was necessary. No, where we didn't. And no for the components that are not finished yet. So at this point I'm gonna give myself a 3-star, 3 points, acceptable. But after the car is finished, it's going to be a 5-point. Completeness, yes. Are all components where they need to be? Is everything secured? No, not yet. We have all the components, but they're not where they need to be. So this is gonna be a 1, and after finished, trust me, it's going to be a 5. Drivability. Diagnostics. Is the cage cluster free of any warning lights? Are all temperatures and pressures stable while driving? Well, again, I have no fucking clue. 1 point. But our goal is, of course, 5 points. Abnormal noises, vibrations. Is the car free of any unintended noises caused by driving? Squeaks, rattles, pops and bangs. I hope not, because that's the cause of the restoration. But for now, I cannot say anything about that part. Performance. Is the performance of the car at OEM level or better for the given platform? Well, this is a difficult one because the engine, when it is back in, will be just like new. And the car ran quite okay, quite well when we started. Because the engine was a little bit tuned. How do you call that one? But I don't know yet. I guess it's going to be good because I paid a lot of money to have the engine rebuilt. So what I'm going to say on this one is I'm going to say for now it's acceptable, just based on the fact that I'm spending a lot of money on it. But my goal is a 5. It has to run perfectly. Alignment. Is the suspension aligned accurately? Factory or modified spec allowed? Well, hell no. that something still needs to be done. But again, our goal is a 5 points. And then we have the difficult part, a 1,000 mile drive. That's the same like 1.680 kilometers. Imagine driving this baby, oh, you'll be deaf. Can the car drive 1,000 miles or more without any warning lights, mechanical faults or electrical issues? No, not at this point for sure, because we don't have no freaking engine. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to give myself a 1, of course, but our goal is a 5. And now the biggest challenge, because I'm gonna do a second video when we finish this project, taking a look at the same list, hopefully that Tavarish, if you are watching this and if you've seen this one, I hope you see the other one too. It will be so cool for me as a fan to have interaction with you this way and to prove that you are motivating us to do this properly. But I am going to do that 1,000 mile drive once this one is finished. And it's going to be this year for sure. But for now, it's just like the Flintstones mobile. I have to push. Final point, the purpose. 20 points can be earned. Does the car fulfill the purpose of the project? Example, is it a 10-second drag car? Can it drag 10-second race? Is it a daily driver? Can you drive it daily? Is it a drift car, etc.? Your either pass or your fail. Well, hell yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna have to... No, I'm giving myself all the points. You know why? Was this purpose of this car when I bought it was to be a project. And I drove it about 8 years before it really became a project. So now at this point, it's fulfilling its purpose. And after it's finished, it's going to fulfill another purpose, driving and maintaining it. So this one, a definitely pass. So we're gonna do some calculations. $66 points for a project that's not finished yet. Yeah, of course, I'm like the butcher that's testing his own meat, a Dutch saying, but I think 66 points, I'm pretty proud. My goal, my ultimate goal is to get 99 points, and that's because I really think that I decided to do some things better when it comes to the paint quality, factory methods. Well, you know what, in the 80s they used the softer paint and it's damaged really easily, and this is a hard paint. So yeah, that's a big improvement for me because I'm gonna drive this car. But overall, I'm pretty happy. And Tavarish, again, if you are looking at this one, 66 points, man. Yeah, okay. Well, but this was a cool one, fun to do and a good thing to do. I think you should do this always to your car or your project. Have a checklist. What was your purpose? And just have a list on everything that's important for a project, and then check if you have succeeded or do you need to improve some parts. I learned something today, especially that I love my car, but we already knew that. Thank you again for watching. See you again next time. Goodbye.